What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Since the Isle of Dread update hit and some changes to Ancient Power came, I've been getting lots of questions about when exactly you should use Ancient Power for the very first time. Now, before I get into any of that, I wanted to just make sure that everyone's aware Ancient Power is a truly optional system in DD2 that no one needs to do to truly appreciate the game. You can play all the way through the game, push as far as you like in Onslaught without ever using Ancient Power. Now, if you do really love DD2 and you want to put a lot of time into it and you're willing to push all the way through to the upper limits of endgame, then Ancient Power may be right for you, but do realize that the benefits from Ancient Power are really best seen after you achieve many Ancient Power resets, and you will see little to no benefit from resetting Ancient Power just once. Now, with that being said, I'm on my wife's account here, which has never done a single Onslaught floor or ever used Ancient Power. Now, the question comes up of when exactly you should reset Ancient Power for the very first time. Now, when you look at your Ancient Power screen, which you can access through your regular inventory screen or by talking to the mana node in town, you're going to see this interface right here. This box at the bottom is going to tell you to gain Ancient Power, you have to beat Onslaught Floor 30 and reach Ascension level 250. Now, you're going to have to reach that Ascension level every single time. However, your Onslaught floor will change. As you push into multiple Ancient Power resets, your starting Onslaught floor will go up, which also means your target Onslaught floor will go up as well. Now, every single time you do reset Ancient Power, one of the common denominators with it is Ascension level 250. So with that being said, I always suggest to people that if you want to use Ancient Power and you think you're ready to embrace the system and run with it, you want to get to as close to 250 minimum Ascension before you do your first reset. Now, the reason I say that is, of course, minimum Ascension is the Ascension level that you'll gain through Ancient Power that is your new minimum that you will never go below. So when you do an Ancient Power reset, that minimum Ascension level will be where you start every single time. Now, since you need to get up to Ascension 250 to do another reset, you're going to want to get as close to that number as possible. This will make it so that you can just go through the Chaos tiers, then go through your Onslaught floors, and not have to worry about grinding any Ascension at the end. Now, to find out where you're at, you're going to want to look at two different numbers. You see the current bonuses right here, and as you see on this account, there has been no Ancient Power resets, so there are 0 current bonuses. And then you're going to want to look at the bonuses that will be given to you in an Ancient Power reset below. Now, of course, at Ascension level 119, this account is not ready for Ancient Power yet. However, if I could use Ancient Power right now, my minimum Ascension level would be +6. So this number plus this number would be my new minimum Ascension level. Since we're at 0 over here and we're +6 right here, that means my new minimum Ascension would be 6. Now, as mentioned, you want to get this as close to 250 as possible, and the easiest way to get that up to that 250 mark is to go up in Onslaught floors above Onslaught floor 30. For every single floor that you push past your highest floor, and since this is your very first time, your highest floor will be considered floor 30, you're going to gain 12 minimum Ascension levels. That's 4 Ascension points for each of the 3 Ascension categories, which means if you push up 10 floors and you say go to floor number 30 in Onslaught before you reset, just the Ancient Power minimum Ascension gain from floors alone is going to be plus 120, as you're getting 12 for each floor. Which means if you go up 20 floors and you go up to floor number 50 before you reset, your minimum Ascension is going to be plus 240. Now, this is permanently awarded to your account and never goes away, so you can only add to it. It cannot be taken away, and you want to get the minimum ascension level as close to 250 as possible. Now, as far as looking at an absolute sweet spot of where you would want to get to, it would be minimum ascension 270. Now, the reason I say that is minimum ascension 270 would allow you to have 90 points in each ascension category, which would allow you to put 20 points into defense crit chance, 20 points into defense crit damage, and then 50 points into a range gambit on the builders that you're using. This is going to be a very solid start for Ancient Power and for a reset, and will give you a huge jump forward in the difficulty level in going back through the Ancient Power system. Always remember, though, to look at both of these numbers. So say you've already done an Ancient Power reset and you feel like maybe you reset a little early and you're not at that minimum Ascension 250 yet, remember to combine both of these numbers together to see what your new minimum Ascension would be. So say that I did reset now and was able to, and my minimum Ascension was +6, that +6 would then be listed over here, and the next time I reset Ancient Power, I would want to add that +6 to whatever number is shown here to see what my new minimum Ascension would be. So shoot for about 250 minimum Ascension, 270 would get you to a sweet spot, and anything over that is going to get you even further. Now, do not put any focus on your current Ascension level, as you're only going to gain 4 points in minimum Ascension for each 50 Ascension levels you push past your highest point. I know that this all can be very confusing to newer players, so by all means, put any questions you have down in the description below, or in the comments below, pardon me, and I will do my best to get all your questions answered. So hopefully this resolves some of the issues and some of the questions that players have about when to use Ancient Power for the very first time in the Isle of Dread update. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. It does help me out quite a bit. And there will be much more Dungeon Defenders 2 coming real soon. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.